chats and start streaming. So ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the penultimate game of this match day. The games are just going by, aren't they? So we're here opening cricket 24, just opening the game. I'm just put the stream has begun in the chat. Shall that out. Let me just I'm with the Joker's owner. To keep that on call. With him on call. So I'm gonna start the stream. I'm gonna get them the stream link. Because I have a lot of haters here. Mind, I'd like to highlight, certainly this is not the same channel where I opened a coconut. I just pasted the link. Here it is. Yes, I mean, so that's one thing. I'm gonna also, is it recording on the OBS? I'm also gonna start recording so I can edit this a bit later on. So yes, we'll go to the game. Let me just use the controller here. Competition, match competitions. Is this the match day with the Jokers? No, it is not. As always, I make the error here. It's always on the bottom, isn't it? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Joshua Jokers versus the COXS Bazaar Cox. The game is gonna be at the Madhouse, the Jokers' home ground. They haven't played a game yet, as you can see. But funnily enough, the Cox are just above them. The Cox lost their first game, sitting at a negative 1.95 run rate. So this game is going to be crucial for them to win. And at the same time, it's going to be crucial for the Jokers to start off their campaign well. They just came back from the finals, which they lost. So here we go. We're coming into the kits and lineup. Had a few changes on the COXS side with the bowling. So it's going to be Harris Rauf, number 1. And number 2 is Musaddiq Hussain, who's been the most expensive bowler of the COXS lot from last time. Patwari and Nathan Lyon, or Nathan Leon as he's called in NSL, are still on the bench, which is interesting because the spinners do well. The COXS Bazaar, sticking with the all-rounder format, is the same lineup for the Jokers, which I don't know what it means exactly. I just made one. He said it's okay. So yes, all is good. Let's go to Massive. Let's look at the pitch. We'll put a morning game now because the New Year's, we're starting out the new day. Pitch settings, it's a dry, hard pitch. We'll keep it like that because we want to see some runs now. Match settings, the difficulty, we'll do it later on. Let's go. It's Richard Illingworth and Ross Simons joining us tonight in the umpiring. And without further ado, here we go. Where's Abraz? He usually comes in every game. Where is he? He's not with us yet, so it's a bit sad. Only one person watching the stream. Oh, LFG, says Zunain. Yes, LFG indeed. So here we have it. We're at the Madhouse, which is in Anfield. That is where this game is tonight. It's in Liverpool. So it's a big clash we have here. The Joshua Jokers, the COXS Bazaar. And wow, look at that lineup. Man, the men are coming on. It's a dry, hard pitch. Pat Cummins flicks the coin here. COXS Bazaar call the tails. And a heads it will be. The Jokers win the toss here. You see the number 3 on that arm, signifying the championship. And they've chosen to bat first. Arguably could be the right decision, considering it is a batting pitch tonight. Let me just quick look at the settings. The difficulty, yes, hardest. It's all, that's what we're going with this time around because this is what gets the runs we've seen. So it's Harris Rauf onto Rohit Sharma. He's part of the 90 club. One that's been a bit disappointing. And he's going to start off with a single. And on comes his Indian teammate, Ishan Kishan. See, Joshua Joker say chasing team jitbe. No, Sarjil, tomar volume ta komiye chik too. But if you want, you can speak now. Sarjil, I'm with the team owner here. Sarjil Rashid, you have anything to say?
Like I said, GG's tonight. It's done.
It's done. It's done is what the Jokers will say, because they think the chasing team glitches on, even though this game has had a 50-50 spread almost within defending and in fact the very last game was defending. So it's gonna be a lucky edge for Rohit Sharma, gonna go away for a boundary. So Rohit Sharma in that neon green hat is set for a big one tonight, it seems. The run rate is already 12. That's a lucky edge. No one was there on the slip. The outfield is slow. It's very slow at Anfield tonight, because that would have easily been a 4 if it was anything else. So saving 3 precious runs there. Some ace fielding from the COXS. They know the task that they have on hand. It's Ishan Kishan back on strike. A poor ball. Oh, and that could have been a wicket if it wasn't for that one solitary bounce. Lucky there. Lucky there, Ishan Kishan. So Harris Rove just 7 off it. 1 ball left. What's it going to be here? It's going to be a wicket. It's going to be a boundary. Ishan Kishan nearly chopping it onto his own wood. And it's going to be a dot. So utilizing that bouncer for the COXS in that last ball. So let's see now. Oh, let's look at the last ball. It's quite the bounce on. So on comes a man who's been the most expensive for the COXS, Mossadegh Hossain. He arguably threw away the games for the COXS last time around in their home game. Rohit Sharma defending that ball well. Spinners are usually lethal. Not this time around for the COXS with Mossadegh, but that story could change easily. So Rohit Sharma, a bit poised. Dispenses that well, but protection, just 1 bounce. Adding a bit of turn, Mossadegh this time around. So now bowling from the different side. What's it going to be? We're going to see. Oh boy! A very poor ball. Too much turn. I don't even think Rohit Sharma will do much. But once again, the slow outfield prevents that from going for a 4. So it's going to be 2 lucky runs for the Jokers here. So Mossadegh still can decide from which side he'll bowl. And Rohit Sharma now scoops that up beautifully for a 1 bounce. And that's 4 runs off it. The first boundary for Mossadegh. So once again, couldn't really find his line or length. Unsure, a much better ball now. Could have easily chopped on to the wickets. Sharma just defends that. He's not trying anything fancy. The Jokers, since I'd say the one advantage that they have, the Jokers, by playing the very last game, is that they've been analyzing. They have been analyzing. They've been seeing what gets the wickets. You know, in the other games, why there are so many outs. You know, why is there so many collapses? And the Jokers, they've just been sitting and writing their notes. And they decided that, yes, you know what? We'll play it a bit differently. But clearly they haven't written enough notes here. Because Ishan Kishan is going to have to go for just 1 run in the first ball of Nokia. Well. The first wicket for the COXS. The first wicket falling for the Jokers. And it's Iftikhar Ahmed who's coming on strike. Oh, could this be the start of something bad for the Jokers? We're gonna have to see here. Smacks it away. Not lucky this time. Just gonna be a single. Sharma on strike. The opener curse continues, says Sarjil Rashid. Yes, indeed. A new slab of wood in the form of Ishan Kishan. The IPL merchants. Sharma now trying to hit it down. Just 1 bounce short. Could have been danger if it was a dive. COXS looking poised. They are rising up to the occasion. This time, smacks it down Rohit Sharma. It's gonna be another single here. The field placement by the COXS is A1 tonight. Absolutely lethal. Nokia is bowling according to the field. He's bowling it smart. A cheeky shot there. It's gonna be another single, not a boundary, I think. Or is it? Oh! A bit of slow running for the COXS. And I think it's gonna be 2 runs there. Well, you would have thought the field was right next to him, wasn't he? So a very good over from Nokia. Keeping the run rate at 6. So this ball is going to be crucial. A boundary would be nice for the Jokers, but is this going to be a dot? So Iftikhar Ahmed also not taking his chances. The Pacers look strong tonight. And it's another one who comes on in the form of Naseem Shah. Number 71. He is sort of a young blaze, isn't he? A young talent. Unlucky he got that injury in the Asia Cup. He missed the World Cup. There's a lot of hype on him. He's one of the majestic bowlers of Pakistan. So Rohit Sharma now slowing down a bit. Still can't find the gap. So it's 13 from 13 for Rohit Sharma. The run rate is falling down. The Jokers, they want to do something big here. They want to do something big. And that's exactly what they needed. That was the big shot. Absolutely ace work from Rohit Sharma to find that gap over there. Oh, lovely bit of footwork. If he missed that, that would have been on the stumps. But an experienced campaigner like him is not going to make any mistakes, is he? He's been arguably the best, the second best, or the best batsman this World Cup, hasn't he? Went all the way to the finals as captaincy, but, you know, not enough juice to really win the trophy. We need a shift of mentality. Mature leadership required, says the Jokers. Yes, indeed. So we see a lot of feelers in the slip now in the inner circle. They're trying to bait Sharma or Iftikhar for an edge. But beautifully found that gap there. Iftikhar Ahmed putting it to Sharma for the last ball. The run rate's at a steady 6. And this is going to help increase it, isn't it? It's going to be 1 bounce, a long boundary on that long on there. So they're not going to get the 6, but they are going to get 4. So one of the more expensive overs for the COXS here. And it's Nokia brought on to the attack, hoping to get a wicket here. Slices it down. A bit of miscommunication among the fielders. That could have been expensive, but the slow outfield helped cancel that out. So it's Sharma back on strike. He's got 22 already. Looking a bit set now. And is that an edge? Oh, look at that turn of the ball. If the wicketkeeper was a bit closer, it would have been good night for Sharma. Nokia looking to be one of the deadly bowlers this NSL Cup. Very economical. Gets the wickets. But not economical enough, because Sharma is going to launch that for a 6er. Oh, you beauty. Finally, a member from the 90 club who's doing bits. Who's doing bits here. Kane Williamson, disappointing. Steve Smith, disappointing. But Rohit Sharma is not disappointing, because that's a back-to-back 6er for Rohit here. Well. The runs are pouring down in the NSL Cup here. Rohit Sharma, 12 from his last 2 balls. Cuts it away. I think it's just going to be a single this time around. Yes, it is. Money well spent, says Sarjil. Yes, indeed. We haven't seen any batsman who's been unbelievably dominant. I think we want to see that in the form of Sharma here. So it's just going to be a single. Rotating the strike. But if the guys want to retain it coming into the next over, I think it's going to be Mosaddiq bowling. I think they want to get rid of him before the death overs. I'm not sure. No, it's Santner. It's Mitchell Santner. I remember him playing for Dhaka in S2. Some warm memories there. So he's an experienced campaigner of the South London derbies. He's a spin option. They're gonna need a wicket now, the COXS. A wicket is gonna be crucial. Ideally Rohit Sharma, but Iftikhar Ahmed won't be bad either. Oh, he's gonna just dance down the wicket for a 4. Just scoops it up. Nothing you can do there, can you? So it's looking to be poised to be a big total tonight. But once again, we've seen many situations where you had a big run rate within the first 5, but somehow everything just comes crashing down towards the end. So you can't really be sure this season where the games are going. Too many twists, too many turns. And that's well defended by Iftikhar Ahmed. So it's Sharma back on strike, the danger man. And the man that the COXS want to get out desperately. They want him gone ASAP. Because that's exactly what he does when he's on the crease. He just smacks it away for boundaries. 4 more on the scoreboard for Sharma. 50 is on the cards for him, it seems. Not so lucky this time, so just defended. And that's 9 from that over. One of the more expensive ones. And it's Harris Rowe brought back on. Just got 7 from his first outing. It's a very good ball. It's a very good defense there. It's another dot. You need wickets. You need wickets. The last wicket was a while ago, wasn't it? You need it. Because look, Iftikhar is set now. He can do some damage if he's not taken out quickly. That's a very good shot. Sharma's back on strike. Just a single. Joker's playing it very smart. Very calculated. I want Maxwell to come in the 7th. But I don't think Maxwell's going to come out now. Because the wickets are not falling. And the outfield has picked up a bit, hasn't it? Oh, Sharma, you beauty. It's another 4 in his name. It's 43 from 23. And if you don't get this man out, he can really push it up into the 110s. That's some ace bit of fielding from Santner. Nice work there from the COXS. Saving another boundary. But it's going to be 2 runs. So, you really want a wicket now, don't you? Or do you? Because you have men like Glenn Maxwell. They're all coming up. So it's a dot to recover. So over's not been too bad. But wickets are missing. They are missing. Could that be a shot for an LBW? I don't really think so. But you never know in this game. So Mosaddeq Hossain brought on into the 8th over. I don't know how to feel about that one. I don't know how the COXS are going to feel about that one. Because this is the overweight through the game. This time, a very good ball from him. That could have been an edge and an out very easily. A bit lower could have been a wicket. So Mosaddeq Hossain maybe found his rhythm. But it's still going to be elusive because he's singing a different tune. And that's 4 flagged off. Iftikhar Ahmed now picking up their pace. Man, just hit everything. We have wickets. That's what the Jokers are saying. We have wickets. Yes, indeed. It's very rare to find a team in such a good position in the NSL Cup. So, well. What's it gonna be now? Iftikhar Ahmed got a boundary of the first one, but 2 dots now. So I don't think this is as high as the Jokers would have wanted. They would have expected to be in a better position now, I reckon. That's what I'm feeling at least. Because just look at this. Now that the dots are coming up, you have the wickets too. Just come on, smash it. Come on and smash it. That's what I have to say. Iftikhar Ahmed, why are you playing so cautiously? Because that could have been a wide. But he's going to say, no, I think I can do it better. There's only 4 runs, so 9 from that over. Looking to be, you know, somewhat expensive. Not really. But these 2 overs, they need to be huge for the Jokers. And it's gonna be huge indeed. Rohit Sharma gets his 50. Oh boy. It's the second 50 of the NSL Cup. Season 5. A bit of a rare occurrence. And he's on track to go for the highest individual score by a player this season. By the looks of it. Because is this going to be another maximum? Yes, it is. Oh my god. I just do not believe it. Nasim Shah giving away the runs here. Oh, the run rate. It's creeping back up. 10 is going to come back up. Is that going to be a 4? Yes, it is. 16 runs. The COXS are not going to be happy with that. Rohit Sharma at 61 runs. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? 61 runs. Oh, that's going to be more, isn't it? Yes, it is. No fielder there. The hitman is hitting it hard. This is what we were missing in the NSL Cup, isn't it? This is what we were missing. And the Jokers, after that loss in the finals, is bringing it back in. The run rate is almost at a 10. This time is not so lucky, is it? It's gonna be a wicket. And Rohit Sharma, a man on a destructive path, is gonna have to go home. But I reckon he's caused enough destruction. He's caused enough destruction because the number of runs that he has scored, Rohit Sharma, is the exact same as the total that the COXS have done in their opening game. And on comes Glenn Maxwell, the man who the Jokers wanted coming on in the 8th or 9th over. And that's exactly why they wanted him coming out. So Glenn Maxwell and Rohit Sharma are half the budget of the Jokers, just standing on the crease. So let's look at some highlights here. And it's Mitchell Santner finishing off as Iftikhar Ahmed on strike. But I reckon the Jokers would want to give it to Maxwell. I reckon that's what they would want. But that's not going to happen when you're going to get a lucky boundary like that. Oh, yes, it's just going to run away. The fielder was too far away, so it's going to be a 4. 100 is very close. You know what's interesting is that even after that 64 from Sharma, you would have expected 100 to come up by now, and there's going to be a wicket here. Oh, boy. Mitchell Santner gets a late one in the form of Iftikhar Ahmed, who hasn't been doing much, I'd say. And on comes Deepak Huda, another man who can bat, but I can just feel it. The Jokers want Maxwell on strike, but at max, he can only score 3. He can just play 3 balls, can't he? And that's exactly what they're going to do here. Is going to get a single and give it to Maxwell. They're going to give a single and give it to Maxwell. So how high can he take this? It's 95 for 3 right now. And well, I don't think he can take it too high, because he's going to have to go for a dummy. Oh, Maxwell's been disappointing. And the COXS, after getting that Rohit Sharma wicket, reeling it back in, making a comeback, and on comes a test batsman, Craig Brathwaite. What can you do in these 2 balls? Santner really pulling it for the COXS. That's gonna be a dot. Oh, they're just restricting it below 100, aren't they? What a comeback from the COXS. What a comeback. Santner, hats off. If he can do something with the bat tonight, I reckon he's gonna get man of the match. A lucky edge, but I don't think that's going to be a boundary. No siree. So it's 96 for 4. From something where you would have expected to go to 110, 120. But it's the COXS mentality. The season 1 finalists. But a team that's been missing ever since. They really have reeled it back in. So it's at the madhouse. Only Rohit Sharma really got going. Iftikhar Ahmed with a little bit of support, but no one else. Everyone else has just gotten a single. I think minus Glenn Maxwell, who went out for what's it called again? For 4. And it's Sanju Samson, Gurbaz, Rahmatullah Gurbaz, the same opening pair as last game. As Pat Cummins is going to greet them in the opening ball. And Samson says, well, Happy New Year and a happy new 4. Good death over bowling. Yes, indeed. So Cummins now starting off with a 4. He wants a wicket early on of Samson. Oh, getting a cheeky run there, the COXS. A very cheeky run. We've seen these be quite dangerous, haven't we? Because the fielding and the presence of mind of the field has been ace. We've seen so many wickets where the batsmen thought that they could rest, just lift their leg up from the crease, but no room for fair play. They just hit those for wickets. This could have been a 4, but not enough on it. Just going to be a single. So a 4 and 2 singles here. Samson back on strike. I think an opening wicket now would be a statement by the Jokers, wouldn't it? It would be a statement indeed. But it's just going to be a single now. Brathwaite flicks it back. That's such a bad ball, says Sargil. So Sargil's not happy with the Pat Cummins bowling. This is one of the 4 players that the owners of the Jokers have bought. And that was a much better ball, I'd argue. I think a Yorker to spook them would be quite nice. You know, can really catch them off guard. Add a bit of swing to it, Patty. Add a bit of swing to it. So, now swing on it. Baited him for an edge. And that's kept in well. A bit of teleportation by Rohit Sharma. And on comes a man who we've not seen a lot of in real life cricket. Because he's been injured. But he's been a Joker staple. And that's Jofra Archer. That was a very good ball. But Gurbaz using the pace and flicks it down. Can't do much there. A bit of a slight overthrow. That's just going to be a single. So Samson back on strike. I think this is how they're going to have to win the game, the COXS. Just rotating strike. Rotating strike. Take a 4 on the bad ball. Rotate strike. Because this total is not as high as you would have imagined. So it's not out of reach for the COXS here. So that's something to keep in mind. Samson flicks it down the ground. Not lucky. So there's going to be single to Gurbaz. Gurbaz is quite an expert in chasing down targets by running for singles. Because Afghanistan in this World Cup, if you've seen, that's what they've done. When they had to chase it down, they just take singles and they just run through the entire game. It's quite a test of fitness and quite a test of performance, but somehow it's a tactic that works for them. Gurbaz in this ball could have easily chopped it onto his own wood. So just 2 off this over so far. Once again, not too lucky, Gurbaz. So it's going to be another dot. Well. We see 3 men on the outfield, but they're all behind the batsman. And Gurbaz analyzes that beautifully because this time he drives it down the ground on the long boundary for a 4. And it's a no ball to make things worse. So what was a very good over for the Jokers has turned out to be one of their worst ones. Whoa, boy. And Gurbaz is not going to waste that opportunity. He's going to flick it for 4 more. Oh, this turned out to be an expensive over, hasn't it? So a bit of spin now. Ravichandra Ashwin, who's also been a staple for the Jokers in the NSL Cup. He comes back on. And I think he played for the COXS in the season. I'm not sure. Correct me on that one. But Samson is going to cut it down the ground. And they're looking a bit comfortable now, the COXS. A wicket would be very, very nice for the Jokers now. A wicket would be very, very nice. A very good ball there. Kept well within the field. So after that Archer over, it's been a bit expensive. Samson's still not set yet. But they're getting runs. That's the thing. And oh, the outfield has picked up tremendously, hasn't it? Just look at that ball. Just ran down the ground like it's no one's business. Here we go. Patty Cummins wearing his shades. Having a word with Ashwin saying, okay, just bowl around the wicket. Just bowl it around. That's right. That's exactly you. That's... Oh. I think he wanted to bait Samson there for a 4. And that's exactly what he was going to do. Because the fielder was set on the mid-on. Just waiting for a Samson. Because You see that field set up there. Yes, they're just waiting for him, but he got lucky with that edge there. So they're going to take 2 runs. A switch hit! Saying that, oh, Ashwin, I'm going to foil your plans here, buddy. I'm going to foil your plans here. Because now I know the COXS are in a spot of bother. The owner is getting quite disheartened by our results. So I'm going to give it my all. Is this going to be a boundary? Yes, it is. A bit too far for the fielder. Sargil says, dude, who bought him? Yes, indeed. On comes Glenny boy. Glenn Maxwell. He's been disappointing with the bat. He needs to do something with the ball here. And oh, that's a very good ball. Gurbaz a bit spooked. Changing the side from where he's bowling, Maxi. They need a wicket. They need a wicket badly. And is this the first one that's going to be a wicket? No, it isn't. Just a bit shy of the fielder, and that's 4 runs. Oh boy. You only have to imagine now that CBC is running away with this. Because it's now 50 from 40. But once again, I'd like to highlight, teams have defended this. Just the very last game, you thought that the Chutias were going to run away with the victory. But all of a sudden, a comeback just completely changed it. So Maxwell, he's an ex-cock, mind you. He's an ex-cock. He started off his NSL career with the Cox's Bazaar Cox. And oh, that could have been a wicket. Just shy on the ground, Deepak Huda. Oh, I reckon a dive could have gone maybe, but it was too low, I reckon. So that first wicket is still elusive for the Jokers. But it's a very economical over. This game is going to be won in wickets through collapses, I reckon. That's how it's going to be won. So Sanju Samson once again defends it down. So very economical. Just 5 runs off it. But no one going out. And on comes Afif Hussain. Some local talent, some local flavors for the Jokers here. Let's see how he starts his career. So he's going to start it with a 4. And this is looking to be quite the juicy partnership. 50 is 5 runs away from these two. Oh, it's a switch hit. And is that going to be a maximum? No, just 1 bounce. And the COXS are riled up. That's 50 up now between the two. A quick knock on the wrist. Gurbaz and Sampson. Is this going to be the first all no wicket win? The first commanding win as a 6er. Oh, Afif is throwing this game away. He's looking to be the Mossadegh of the lot for the COXS. Sargil says, I've lost. Who is this? Yeah, he has no faith in his bowlers. He has no faith because he didn't buy any of them. He didn't buy any of them. They were all bought by Taskeen Ahmed, the owner of the testicles. They're winning by 10 wickets, says Sargil. He's not confident in this bowling lineup. So, Afif giving away 15 runs and a ball to go. Oh well. Sanju Samson and Gurbaz. You see, everyone is in the field now. Interesting. So it's a dot now. So 2 dots in this one. Slight recovery. And Ashwin is brought back on. He gave away 18 in his first over. Oh wow, that was a bit slipped through the cracks, didn't it? So a switch hit once again by Gurbaz. And that's 4 runs. 4 more on the board. This is looking to be a stellar partnership. Mind you, Cox's Bazaar was the very first team in NSL to win with no wickets falling in season 1. The one where they went to the finals. And we saw the only century from Babar Azam coming from that one as well. So are they going to recreate something like that tonight? Well, we're not going to see a century because it's only 95 to win. But we could see a commanding victory. Sargil says, wake me up when it's time for next auction. You know, I wouldn't be too quick on that. I wouldn't be too quick on that because that could be your first wicket here. Oh boy, I think he's a goner. A bit too slow. A bit too slow. Sanju Samson. 3 letters on the board, I reckon. OUT it is. And that's the breakthrough for the Jokers coming here. But on comes Babar Azam. He's been disappointing in his first game. But he needs to channel that first season energy. But that energy is a bit too elusive now. It's back-to-back wickets. Babar Azam is going home for a golden. Ravi Chandra Ashwin giving a bit of hope to the Jokers and turning this game around perhaps. A lovely catch by Ishan Kishan. Babar Azam, who's had a disappointing World Cup, is also having a disappointing NSL Cup. And Ravi Chandra Ashwin is on a hat-trick now. And that... Oh boy! A hat-trick it will be! The first hat-trick of the NSL Cup Season 5 comes from Ashwin, who's been very expensive. But right now, in his final 3 balls, he breaks the partnership, gets Samson, and gets 2 Goldens. Well. All of a sudden, this game has just turned around. And it's Heinrich Klaassen who's going to step up to the plate. The COXS Bazaar Cox matching the highest runs they've ever done in the NSL Cup Season 5 at 66 now. It's just 31 to win. It's just 31 to win. They have the balls. Gurbaz is set. He's 40 from 19. That's going to be a wide here from Iftikhar Ahmed. Why is Iftikhar Ahmed bowling? Why is the opening batsman, one of the openers, bowling? Well, not an opener. It's one guy. Yes, I just realized, who's on the crease. Even the Jokers is a bit surprised. Pat Cummins, what are you cooking is what I'm going to ask. What is happening? So, a bit of a shocker for the Jokers. There's Heinrich Klaassen on his first ball. And he's not going to waste time. He's going to sail it down the ground. No protection there. It's a comfortable 6er for Klaassen. And Iftikhar Ahmed, the batsman, the top order who's bowling right now, could throw the game away for the Jokers. And that's exactly what's happening here. It's a back-to-back 6. Oh well. 14 coming off it. And I reckon, yes, your required runs is less than the number of balls you have. So Klaassen tried to be cheeky, tried to scoop it up. Could have been dangerous. And it's just going to be a dot here. But I reckon they need to play it a bit calm because, whoa, that edge, it could have been easily caught by the wicketkeeper. Too far for Brathwaite. And that's 18 runs from this over. Iftikhar Ahmed, why was he bowling? Pat Cummins, what have you done? And it's Deepak Huda now. He's an all-rounder, mind you. He's a batting all-rounder. But, well, I think the bowling options for the Jokers is not the best here. Because Deepak Huda is not going to mess around with that full toss. And he's just going to smack it for a 4. So the COXS are running away with this. Just 9 needed from 17 balls. What the Jokers need is a miracle and a half. But I don't think that miracle is coming anytime soon. Because it's the second 50 of this game. Coming from Rahmatullah Gurbaz. That magical Ravichandra Ashwin over was for no avail. Because the following bowler was Iftikhar Ahmed and Deepak Huda now with a glimmer. Maybe some salvation here for the Jokers. Maybe just trying to keep that run rate in check. They don't want to lose by too much. Just look at that. Added that extra spin and that really gets the batsman. We've seen that many times in the NSL Cup. And on comes Mominul Haq. I think it's a bit too little too late now because you need 3 from 15 and I don't think Yeah, Momino's not gonna mess around. He's gonna just hit that 4 and end this game early. So the COXS Bazaar Cox get a victory after a long time. And the Joshua Jokers, not the most ideal way to start off their campaign. They're gonna want to change a bit of the bowling. They're gonna want to tweak that, because I reckon it was the likes of Iftikhar Ahmed who threw this game away, especially coming to the final overs. So a good win for the Cox here. Let's look at the scoreboard. Rohit Sharma, one of the most destructive batsmen we've seen, a successful member of the 90 club, scoring 65. But Gurbaz with a 51 on the other end. Ashwin tried his best. Man of the match still goes to Rohit Sharma, it seems. So the Cox are going to be happy with that one. They're going to be happy with this score. It's a win for them. And let's look at the table here. So Cox sitting at 4th position. Just barely. And the Naughties, even with 2 losses in terms of run rate, they're just behind them. So the Crazies still, and Jokers, wow, with a negative 3.18. I think the highest negative we've ever seen. National Cup. So they need a victory in their next game. I reckon it's with the Sexies, is it? So coming into the next match day here, let's look at the games on the next match day. We have DOHS versus the Sexies, the Jokers versus the Naughties, and it's Sector 10 versus Crazy Kurigram. So a lot of big matches. Naughties are gonna want to chase their first victory. So are the Jokers. The DOHs and Sexies both unbeaten, so someone's gonna have to draw first blood. And it's S10 versus KK. Stallions on a winning streak, and the Crazies are gonna desperately look for that win. And it's the Cox who have a bye, and you can only imagine that that win is gonna make that quite a comfortable bye. They're gonna go home happy. So let's look at the other end. In this match day, we only have 1 game left. It's the Testicles versus the Kushtiyas. And after that, we're coming on to match day number 3. The games are coming quickly. So let's have a look at the next match day. So we have the Chittagong versus Dhaka. Another match at the Wankhede. Chittagong after 2 losses, so it's going to be a big one. And Dhaka is going to be chasing that second victory now. Chutias in a spot of bother. So, well. A lot of big games ahead. Do tune in for that one. But without further ado, it's good morning, good evening, good night, wherever in the world that you are.